Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. And we're underway.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality. But there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
The peerless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and he rules. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Edmilson. Gerrard. Played back in. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Yaya Toure. Can he spark a counter here? And he plays one through. Luis Suarez! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Rooney. Now it's Bale. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And he's intervened well there. Alexander-Arnold. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Climbs up big! And it's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, that's a key interception. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Manchester United applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. And this is Ronaldo. Vitinha. And here's McManaman. Rooney. He's in a good position. Goes for a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. And he's quick to get it clear again. That's the throw. And here's Rooney. Bale. Oh, that's a fine interception. Aimed beyond the defence. Edmilson proves too strong, too smart. And reclaimed it in a trice. Not the most accurate pass. It's McManaman. And if you have just joined us, still just one. A header! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now that's well seen too. Bale. And it's Ferdinand. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Lam. Messi. For Lam. Knocks it into space. Flashes it across. He's got full. Gerrard. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Nicely aimed pass.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Edmilson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Schmeichel will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! That is quite remarkable.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
It's a mighty effort! It's fallen kindly here. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
It's McManaman. Gerrard. And it's Gerrard. Knocks it out wide. Turns and goes. Shoots! Off the post! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Looking for the run. Messi looking to run onto it. Bale.
Right.
Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Now it's Messi. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Indonesia have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Indonesia really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
And here's Rooney. Now there's a fine ball. Indonesia needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And this is Ronaldo. And it's been given away. It's Rooney! That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level.
Uppercut.
Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Alexander-Arnold spots it, and oh, terrible pass. Oh, that was vital.
Indonesia really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
That has not gone well. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Alexander-Arnold receives it in a wide position. There's the shot!
The attendance for this match was
And that has fair
72,300.
fizzed.
Substitution.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, well played, well played. McManaman. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he cuts out the supply. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, good spread.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. No, he's not getting past him there. It's a really well-measured ball. Pirlo. Yaya Toure conjures time and space where few can. Oh, what a climb! Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, no, he's got that wrong.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Great defending, strong and determined. Tries to play it through. Rooney in acres of space out wide. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Thuram cuts out the pass.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
McManaman. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Messi. That's been slipped through. Chance for a shot! They've done it! Into the lead once more.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
McManaman.
Tunisia get
Number
themselves
8.
into the lead.
Gerrard.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this long. This is very impressive.
Substitutions taking place.
Bale. Bullet. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's forced to go back. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Roberto Carlos. Played into the... He rises! Ronaldo gets flagged offside.
Indonesia nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 66, Alexander-Arnold. Coming on to replace him is number
Scholes.
21, Lau.
And it's Ronaldinho. Can he get on the end of this? Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's Rijkaard, and it's skewed away. Lahm. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And the referee brings it to a close. Indonesia proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Indonesia.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
It's a really well-measured ball.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Oh, Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it, the way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey team. Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Indonesia certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And it's Lam. Tries to pass it through. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And the cross comes in. Punched away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. McAllister defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And here's Mbappe. Bernardo Silva. Now this could be a chance. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pirlo. Nice looking ball. Indonesia still without a single shot on target. Now, can they get him away? He's having a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Indonesia with the corner, they're first. Danger averted for now. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Messi. Goes for the shot! Now who's going to... in for the pieces! Now that is commitment to the cause. Indonesia have their second corner now. That's an excellent interception. And he's quick to get it clear again. And now they can spring out of defence. Knocks it into space. Picks out brilliantly. Tries a shot! There it is! There is the breakthrough! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
DiMarco. Indonesia applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. Thuram. Lahm. Rijkaard. And the counter is on. Foot in. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Look at the space here. He is through here. Over to the left. And that's played in low.
Indonesia certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lahm. Great ball, and he's in here. Ball driven towards the far post. McAllister. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Messi. Can he get it through? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
DiMarco. Searching pass he's played there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Can he get onto this? He's got away. Bernardo Silva. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
There's the start of the second half.
Indonesia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Lahm could try cutting inside. It's a mighty effort! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Indonesia come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Nesta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Rijkaard. Lahm. Rijkaard. Looking for the run. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. There will be a throw-in. Roberto Carlos, crossing. He gets big! Denied by an instinctive save.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Indonesia appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that...
Oh, smashing header! McAllister getting this one clear. And he's there to get it away. That's the throw. And here's Pirlo. Roberto Carlos is wide and looking to get onto this. Terrific header! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
So, third corner of the game. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critic.
There's the shot! He scores! And again they hit the front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen.
And Messi! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter.
Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Indonesia perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, that's a clever looking... Bullish header! He's done very well to get to that.
Kohler is offering a right smile there.
Mbappe is onto it in a flash. That has ended up in no man's land. That has been cut short. And it's Messi. Luis Suarez. Decent chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Suarez has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
So their fourth corner of the game. Yaya Toure! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Passes short and sharp. Tries to play it through. Now it's Messi. Great vision. And he's picked out the run.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves.
Chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Messi, done delicately.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, they could break here. Kohler. Out to the left it goes. And he's in on goal.
There will be 3
And it's
minutes
Riker.
added time.
Oh, that's superb. McAllister. Into stoppage time. Very little left on it. Nesta. He's picked his way through. And the shot's on here. And he shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mbappe.
And we're done. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Collar claiming the man of the match. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Indonesia.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Pull it. Nicely weighted ball. Crosses it in here. He rises! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
Indonesia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And it's Vitinha. Tries to pass it through. Roberto Carlos. Quick look, then plays it in. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shot a goal!
Indonesia definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Roberto Carlos deals with that comfortably. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is what? There's the shot! Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Rijkaard. Looking for the run. Pullet receives it in a wide position. Hangs in a big header! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Zanetti.
Indonesia really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Torres. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Lam. What a throw in. Lam fired deep towards the back post. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, good spread. Lam got a long way forward to join the attack. And here's the chance to counter. It's come to nothing. Roberto Carlos. And he plays one through. Cannavaro. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Looking for options for movement. Vitinha was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's Lam. Lam plays it in. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And we have our very first corner. Pele! He scores! And this is getting better and better. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Indonesia are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Serginho. Kukçu. And here's Torres. Big chance! They've done it! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Pullet. He's chosen to go back. Oh, such a clever touch. He's got away. Now the cross. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Indonesia are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. That is good alertness. Pele. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. Roberto Carlos at it. Oh, what a climb! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Rijkaard. Serginho. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Howson cuts out the pass. He won't be happy with that one. Rijkaard. And it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Rijkaard. He's in a good position here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, that's well spotted. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Indonesia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Played in by Roberto Carlos. Just about up to the hour now. Cannavaro. Kupchu. Now it's Messi. And Serginho. Aimed beyond the defence. Serginho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Knocks it into space. Pull it. And this is Pele. And the shot! Goal! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And now he has two.
Number 27, Serginho. Coming on to replace him is number 20, Parla.
Recto sombrero.
Sombrero. Hermana sombrero.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Indonesia take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Real chance! It's in! Right back in the game! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it.
Bullish header! It's in! certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Indonesia go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
And it's Messi. Oh, the ball's gone astray.
Enjoy GG now. ESLGSNG Balas Golgity.
The referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
TPNFTNP Brew Kickoff NNG Renton.
And vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. So the perfect chance to get one back. Kokchu! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Rice. No, that's been intercepted. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Not the most convincing of passes. And that is out of play.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 4, Messi. Coming on the field is number 15.
Adams.
He's ready
The
to
pass
go.
is intercepted. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Howson.
John BRP Gacha, face green smiling.
And it's Cannavaro.
Udah dapat habis.
Collar is herring after that one. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's really well manoeuvred. Rijkaard. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And he's managed to get free. Collar, Messi. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos.
Has been indicated.
That's very neat. Nicely shaped ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Played it. He gets big. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Parla. Ball played for Kokchu. Good ball, good take. And time is up. Indonesia are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief.
Itu stylenya sama kayak Zlatan ya, pemburu peluang ya, layarnya gitu. Susah cara main Zlatan, nggak ngerti masih, nggak ngerti gitu.
Fox.
Ya, Fox in the box ya. Gak cocok ya pakai striker Fox in the box ya.
Zlatan Kanbirat.
Oh iya, tapi Zlatan jarang mau maju gitu loh. Fox in the box tuh jarang maju kan, dia mundur dulu kan.
AQG bisa bedain.
Nggak bisa bedain maksudnya. Pemburu peluang, Fox in the box.
Samaraja Perezan Map Pocha Mau Aparig Penting Posisi Confer.
Nah, kalau goal poacher kan dia cenderung maju ke depan gitu. Begitu kita dapat bola dia lari ke depan. Karena
Perjura Kanya sama Raja Rasaku.
kalau box in the box rasanya udah maju ke depan sih.
Iya, kick hole sama creative playmaker JGGBS Bidane. Prasin sama Raja.
Mas sama. Beda loh. Ada yang mundur, begitu kita bola dia mundur. Barca semua musuhnya.
Igniting
Barca
skill
semua.
Pemania.
Musuhnya pemain Barca semua nih, ngapor nih. Cih. Full Barca ya. Sayang.
One touch pass held trick. DT Spazil cut behind.
One touch hasil.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
So here is the master craftsman, the arch schemer, the distributor-in-chief, Andrea Pirlo.
And I imagine he's already thinking of ways to pull all the strings from that deep-lying position of his.
He's great, isn't he? The vision he has, the way he can see and measure everything in front of him.
Yeah, it's just fair to say that he's always that one step ahead of his opponents.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. Busquets. And it's Musiala. All played for Dembele. Musiala. And it's Pedri. Yamal has it out wide and in space. Can he finish? He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That was a given. It always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came out beautifully.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Turan. For Yaya Toure. Quality ball. Spread out to the left. And he gets his head on it! Yamal. Oh, they can break here. Busquets. Rijkaard. Pau Kubasi makes the interception. And it's Musiala. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Opts for safety. Lahm. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, that's well spotted. Musiala. He won't be happy with that one.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Indonesia with the corner. They're first. Pirlo can so cleverly bypass the press. Nice control. Roberto Carlos.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Indonesia are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Yamal, who does have an assist to his name. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bojan touches it back. Oh, that's a fine interception. And it's Pirlo. And he was quick to react. Indonesia do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good take in a good area. Pirlo. Pirlo's off he goes! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there. It's just a shame about the accuracy.
Busquets is always looking to break lines. Tries to pass it through. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And it's Lahm. Musiala. Now it's Bojan. Driving on and making good progress. Busquets.
Indonesia truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now it's Pele. Pirlo. He's a sharp little ball here. Showing good feet. Quick look, then plays it in. Dembele. And now the breakaway. Out to the right. Nesta gives no quarter whatsoever. Decent progress down the left. Roberto Carlos. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And the pass is intercepted. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 21.
Here we go again.
Coming on to replace him is...
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Indonesia come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Musiala going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Dembele. Searching pass he's played there. And it's Musiala. Passing is crisp and sharp. Picked out, tries a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Keeper's dealt with that. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, shooting chance! Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Pedri. And here's Bojan. Now it's Lewandowski. Indonesia still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And he's intervened well there. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Just about up to the hour now. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Bojan. Lewandowski! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Roberto Carlos. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Dembele. It's Dembele! They've done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 4.
Time for a change in personnel.
Number 20.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Cross flung into mighty effort. That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Indonesia have their second corner now. Indonesia awarded another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now they can spring out of defence. Musiala, Indonesia, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Nicely aimed pass. No, that's been intercepted. And they win it back again. And the counter is on. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And he goes cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nicely weighted ball. He has found the way through. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looking to play him in.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Musiala. Luis Suarez. And it's Lam. The ball goes in. Goes for a shot! He scores! A fine way to mark his 50th game in these colours. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 15. Striker.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 17.
Indonesia give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Vitinha. And a chance!
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
There's the shot! Now that is commitment to the cause.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
3 minutes at a time.
Brilliantly cut out. Yamal. Boyan. And he's worked it through. Yamal.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.
Kurang Zoller SM Muller.
Kompor.
KOHWDH Banggan Mau NNTN Kamu Gacha.
Masa bangun dari mana dia?
Cork Pake Messi Lama KO.
Bagus blitznya Messi. Yang lama kan bagus blitz gitu.
LBHGG Car.
Iya, lebih GG kalau blitz lo ya. Tapi kalau stamina kalah dia sama speed. Blitz kicking power tinggi yang lama. Mana balik-baliknya? Mana balik? Udah ada balik. Pamlet lah. 97, 94.
TPRWF Gus Saka, Messi AMF Gus. Saka Enak BS Cross SM Blitz. Lysin JG.
Oh, bisa cross juga, guys. Oh iya ya, Sakanya Charles ya.
Messi AMF SS La. Saka Ku JG Jitu. Blitz SM Edge.
Kalau Pele bagus SSK MF. SS ya. Mampir lagi. Saya bikin editing.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes...
Rashford! They've got to be quick to recover this. Pass somewhat off target. Gavi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's picked his way through. And he gets rid in a hurry. Spread it left. Roberto Carlos. Here's Nedved. That's beautifully weighted. Roberto Carlos. Van Dijk. Marquinhos. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Indonesia have a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Crosses in it. It's a mighty effort. In he goes again.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And they've got a throw. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Vardiol. Van Dijk. And it's Nunez. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Oh, good spread. Great vision. It'll be a throw-in. Nicely weighted ball. Gavi. And it's Palmer. And that could set him on his way. Shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Lazio with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Koller with the clearance. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Kane. He's beaten the last. It's Kane! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nedved. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he... Big header! Certain, searing and imperious.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Messi. Now, he's got space here. Spread neatly. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Roberto Carlos. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he's got the beating of it. Shot a goal! It's in! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And this is Nedved. Nedved! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Nedved deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Knocks it out wide. Matthews Nunez. Oh, important interception. Nedved.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Could be danger here. Koller. Gavi. Rijkaard. Now it's Rashford. In with the challenge.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Messi. Lahm is always looking to play quality balls. Pinches it off him. Nedved. That has found him in acres of space. Up he goes! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Indonesia were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end. So there was the first half.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Toure hurtling down that right flank, and he's picked out the run. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Palmer. Nedved. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And the pass is intercepted. Vitinha. Koller does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Gavi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Gavi on a charge down the left. Nedved. Koller. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Roberto Carlos showing good feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Messi. Gavi. Kane. And it's Nunez. For Palmer. Rashford is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Now, can he find a finish? And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now the breakaway. Lahm. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Looking for the run. Gavi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lahm. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, that's neat. Good pressure, determined, intense. Koller. Oh, that's a fine interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Van der Sar. And it's Lahm. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Van der Sar sends that a long way. Can he get on the end of this? Lahm. Rashford, expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Lazio really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Rashford. Nedved. And the counter is on. For Lahm. Palmer. Palmer going face-to-face with his great rival. Gavi. Nedved does well to get it back. Now it's Messi. Tries to play it through. Look at the space here. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Lazio! And the comeback is complete.
The goal scorer for Lazio.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
He's got tall. Another fruitless header.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Rijkaard gets it away. And it's Vitinha. Yaya Toure.
Indonesia really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
There will be 1 minute
And
added time.
Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Not too much more here than seeing our time. And that will be the final act. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match